stop making flat infographics. They look finished until one number changes, the brand color gets updated, or you need the same story in a slide, article, and social post. Then the polished image becomes a dead end. A better infographic maker should turn information into a clean, editable SVG you can keep improving. Here is the workflow. Most infographic tools begin with a rigid template and end with a flattened export. You squeeze the story into someone else's layout, decorate every gap, download a picture, and lose control of the parts. One correction means returning to the tool, rebuilding the chart, or covering old text with another box. SVG Genie turns a structured written brief into editable vector infographic artwork. Describe the audience, message, data, hierarchy, chart types, palette, and final formats. The result is real SVG source, sharp at any size, easy to recolor, and ready for Figma, Illustrator, websites, decks, documents, and social crops. Data for SEO shows Infographic Maker at about 5,400 monthly US searches. The current YouTube results promise one-click AI tools, free generators, or generic prompt-to-visual demos. The missing payoff is not another finished picture. It is an infographic whose text, shapes, charts, and colors remain editable after generation. This works for statistical infographics, process explainers, timelines, comparisons, how-to guides, survey summaries, product breakdowns, maps, reports, classroom visuals, and social carousels. Choose one story shape that matches the information instead of forcing every project into the same tall collection of icons and numbers. Start with the conclusion. For example, create an infographic explaining why teams lose time to scatter design assets. Use 3 proof points, 42% of time spent searching, 6 duplicate versions per asset, and 1 shared vector source as the solution. The audience is startup design and marketing teams. Now add art direction, vertical editorial layout, 1 dominant headline, 3 large statistics, a simple before and after flow, dark background, warm white text, electric violet, accents, bold geometric type, generous spacing, no decorative stock icons, and clean editable SVG output sized for web and presentation use. A few seconds later, you have a complete visual narrative instead of an empty canvas. The headline, statistics, dividers, icons, and chart geometry remain separate vector elements. You can correct a number, shorten a label, change the palette, rearrange a section, or export any size without starting again. Compare the deliverables. A flat PNG is one frozen arrangement of pixels. An SVG infographic is a working source file. The PNG becomes obsolete when the data changes. The SVG can become a report graphic, slide, landing page section, poster, or social crop while preserving the same visual system. Use this prompt formula. State the audience and one-sentence conclusion. List the facts in priority order. Choose a structure such as timeline, comparison, process, or statistics. Define the hierarchy, palette, typography, chart language, and final dimensions. Then request clean editable SVG with short labels and readable spacing. A good infographic is edited information, not decorated information. Give viewers one entry point. Make the conclusion visible before the supporting detail. Use size to show importance, alignment to show relationships, and color to direct attention. If every statistic is huge and every section is bright, the story disappears. Verify every claim before polishing. Check the original source, date, unit, sample size, and denominator. Make scales honest, label axes, and avoid 3-dimensional charts that distort comparison. Generation can accelerate layout, but it cannot rescue bad evidence. The most beautiful wrong number is still wrong. Once the master works, adapt the hierarchy for each channel. Keep the palette, type system, and graphic language. Then create a landscape slide, a vertical article graphic, a square post, and a mobile crop. Do not merely shrink the same tall canvas. Recompose the story for the available space. Because the output is SVG, designers can refine it in Figma or Illustrator. Developers can embed it directly on a responsive page, analysts can update figures, and marketers can. Create campaign variants. Export PNG or PDF when a channel requires it, but keep the editable vector master as the source of truth. The current search demand proves people want faster infographic creation. But speed to a flat export is a temporary win. The durable payoff is a clear visual story plus editable source that survives corrections, brand changes, new formats, and repeated use without forcing another rebuild. You can try SVG Genie free with no credit card required. After that, credit packs start at $9 with no subscription to cancel. If one editable infographic saves a single round of template wrestling or lets 4 channels reuse the same source, the value is immediate. So stop turning valuable information into a disposable flat image. Go to SVGenie.com, describe the story, facts, and visual hierarchy, generate a clean, editable SVG infographic, verify the data, and keep one sharp vector master for every report. Slide, page, post, and future correction.